We are starting this topic blood coagulation. That is a blood clotting is also known as. This topic you know very well is from this chapter body fluid and circulation. So how blood clotting or blood coagulation takes place in our body. Coagulation or the clotting term means कि blood कैसे जमता है, blood का जो ब्लीडिंग है, दैट मीन्स ब्लड का जो फ्लो है आउट ऑफ द बॉडी, वो कैसे रुकेगा, ऑटोमेटिकली कैसे रुक जाता है, नेचुरल बॉडी में क्या प्रोसेस होता है. वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दिस थिंग in this topic. So the topic is exactly telling us that what are the steps and what are the chemicals in our body which are exactly responsible for the formation of blood clot or for the response at the time of injury, at the time of cut in our body. That means अगर नेचुरली कहीं ना कहीं कुछ कट लग जाता है, कोई पिन लगती है, कोई नाइफ से कहीं कट लग गया, at that time what happen, that bleeding will stop after some time naturally. It will take near around 10 to 12 minutes. That means when that injured part or the injured cell will respond, and after 6 to 8 minutes blood clot formation is completely. So that it will take near around 10 to 12 minutes naturally. If we will not means we will not clean up that, or we will not place any solution over that injured part, then definitely bleeding will stop. So we are going to discuss it with the help of this flow chart, which is representing three steps for the blood clot formation. First is, this is the injured cell. Suppose if I am taking this injured cell, suppose it is going on in our hand. So what will happen, skin, सपोज दिस इज अवर हैंड, यहाँ से हमारी स्किन पे कहीं कट लग गया, दिस विल बी कंसिडर एज द इंजर्ड पार्ट. Okay, so number of cells will damage, that's why it is given here that these are the injured tissue. So these injured tissue respond, and in response what will happen, platelets that gather over here. We know very well that in blood plasma platelets are present, along with that platelets blood corpuscles are there. So that platelets, what they do, they will come and they will stuck gathering over here. So that from this injured blood vessel what will happen, collagen fiber in vessel wall exposed. So in turn what will happen, platelets gather, break and release. Why it is given here break, that we will discuss later. That break means a formation of monomer from the polymer form, that's why it is given over here break. And release, because they release a number of chemical from themselves. If platelet will not release chemical, then what will happen, clot formation will not complete. That's why in that term what will happen, from that plug, that means if this is the injured part, and platelets gathered over here, and after gathering of these platelets what will happen, it will release two chemical. First is the serotonin, and another one is the thromboplastin. These two chemicals are exactly released from the platelets which gathered in the injured part only. That means from the platelets which are flowing along with the blood, that means body में जहाँ भी blood flow हो रहा है, जहाँ भी platelets हैं, वो प्लेटलेट्स सीरोटोनिन और थ्रोम्बोप्लास्टिन रिलीज नहीं करेंगी. सिर्फ उसी पार्ट की प्लेटलेट्स ये दो केमिकल्स को सिक्रीट करेंगी जहां पर इंजरी हुई है. This is the natural process. So what will happen, this serotonin, this make blood vessel to contract. That means if this is the injured part, suppose यहाँ पे कोई वेसल में कट हो गया, ब्लड सेल्स में कट हो गया, ब्लीडिंग होना स्टार्ट हो गई, तो क्या होगा, ब्लड इज डायरेक्टली ड्रॉप की फॉर्म में निकल रहा है या जैसे भी निकल रहा है. बट व्हाट कैन हैपन इफ दिस इज अ वेसल, that means this is a blood vessel which is present over here in this region. तो अगर हम इसके डायमीटर को कम कर दें, रिड्यूस कर दें, देन ऑटोमेटिकली क्या होगा, ब्लड फ्लो कम हो जाएगा, धीरे धीरे रुक जाएगा. So it is given over here that serotonin, what it do, make blood vessel to contract. Because it is contracting blood vessel, that's why this is known as vasocontraction. This process in which serotonin contract the blood vessel, this is known as vasocontraction. Now this thromboplastin, what it do, it will form an enzyme that is known as thrombinase. Okay, so this thrombinase and the prothrombin, this is also very important. This prothrombinase inactive heparin. Now this heparin is a very important protein that is present in our blood. What it do, this heparin, what do, this is also known as anticoagulant. That means in the flowing blood, it heparin does not allow coagulation of the blood in only flowing blood. That means अगर ब्लड फ्लो हो रहा है बॉडी में, इंटरनली कोई भी इंजरी नहीं है, ब्लड फ्लो हो रहा है, तो हेपारिन कभी भी ब्लड को जमने नहीं देता. अगर ब्लड कहीं जम रहा है, कोएगुलेशन हो रहा है, तो दैट इज द केस ऑफ पैरालिसिस और any that due to that paralysis, or the one another term that I am that is slipping from my mind, that is mm, so what will happen, this heparin does not allow coagulation of the blood. That's why heparin is known as anticoagulant. Now in second step, what is going on, this is the inactive prothrombin. This inactive prothrombin get active in presence of calcium ion, and it convert into active thrombin. That means if calcium ion will not present, then active thrombin cannot be formed. That means for the formation of active thrombin, calcium ion is required. Again, thrombin catalyze the reaction, and fibrinogen, they convert into its, fibrinogen is the polymer form. Polymerization of the fibrin is known as fibrinogen. That's why this is a what, polymer form, or you may say that this is a polymerization process. And due to the formation of number of fibers, it is the cluster of fiber, you may say it convert into the monomer form. That means in a single fiber form, just because of this fibrin, which is catalyzed by this active thrombin. So what will happen, due to the formation of number of fibers in this injured place, these fibers will form a net like structure in the injured place. मीन्स जहाँ भी कट लगा है वहाँ पे क्या होगा, ये फाइबर्स इकट्ठे होके एक नेट जैसे स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म कर लेंगे, so that whatever RBC is present here, whatever WBCs are present there, they cannot cross this net. If they will not cross, that means if red blood cell is not coming out, white blood cell is not coming out, in turn what will happen, in turn we cannot see that blood is coming out, only a little bit fluid can out from this part. So that these fibrin threads, they form a net like cover, and this net like cover will not allow the exit of these blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles, red blood corpuscles from this injured area. And ultimately from these fibrin heads, blood clot formation takes place. So in this way, complete blood clotting will takes place. And the role of heparin, you always remember, role of heparin, it is an anticoagulant. I am clearing it so that we can again serotonin is very important. It is known as for the process of vasocontraction, because it contracts the blood vessels. Suppose it is a blood vessel, after actioning of the serotonin, if serotonin is acting over here in this injured part, this blood vessels diameter get reduced. That means vasocontraction will takes place, and so that allow of blood from inside to outside, it reduces the blood flow from injured part from inside body to the outside. And the thromboplastin, it again very important in the injured tissue, because it inactivates heparin. Why it inactivates heparin? If हेपेरिन इज एक्टिव, दैट मीन्स ब्लड कभी भी जमेगा नहीं, इसीलिए हेपेरिन को इनएक्टिव होना पड़ेगा। एक्टिव हेपेरिन कहाँ होता है? फ्लोइंग ब्लड में, इसीलिए कभी भी ब्लड जो फ्लो करता है वो कभी जमता नहीं ड्यू टू एक्टिव हेपेरिन। दैट्स व्हाई हेपेरिन इज नोन एज एंटीकोएगुलेंट। Now another important part is the presence of these calcium ion. If calcium ion will not be present over here, this prothrombin cannot be converted into thrombin. That's why prothrombin, in presence of these calcium ion, they are converting into this active thrombin. And these fibrinogens, what they are, cluster of fibers. Due to this clusterization, what will happen? These fibrin monomers, that means a single fiber formation will takes place, so that this thrombin is catalyzing this reaction, and the number of these fibers, they will cluster, form a cluster on a net like structure in the injured area, so that RBC, WBC, or combinedly we may say this blood corpuscle cannot go outside from this injured area, and finally blood clot formation takes place. We are moving to other slides. This is the about definition of vasocontraction, as we have already discussed that serotonin cause blood vessel contraction at the site of bleeding. This form a plug and reduce the blood loss. That means contraction of blood vessel. Clot formation is what? Clot formation takes place in the 3 steps, as we saw in this slide, that the first step, then second step, and the third one step. So clot formation process is showing that the thromboplast is a lipoprotein that help in the clot formation. If thromboplast will not be there, complete process will not take place, because thromboplast is what it is inactive, getting due to the presence of this thromboplastin, heparin is getting inactive, as well as this the conversion of inactive prothrombin to the active thrombin also takes place because of this thromboplastin. Now thromboplast help in the formation of an enzyme prothrombinase. This enzyme inactive heparin because it is a anticoagulant. Thromboplastin also convert inactive prothrombin into active thrombin. This requires presence of calcium ion. We have already discussed this point. And the thrombin act as a proteolytic enzyme to separate soluble plasma protein fibrinogen molecule to insoluble fibrin monomer. The fibrin monomer polymerize to form a long stick fibers for the formation of a net-like structure. So that trap blood cell to form clot. A clot take around 2 to 8 minutes in the formation. Now very important point that we are discussing at the end of this topic, that is vitamin K is necessary for the synthesis of prothrombin in the liver. We know that inactive prothrombin have to be converted into the active thrombin. So it is formed exactly in the liver, and it required for the formation of active thrombin, it requires calcium ion. But vitamin K in adequate diet or not absorbed in the intestine, blood clotting will inefficient, because sorry, active thrombin will not form. Another thing, if active thrombin will not form, it will not catalyze the reaction, so that fibrin monomer will not form. If fibers will not present in the single form, in the monomer form, that means that net will not form, the network is not formed, so that blood cells will move continuously outside and the clotting will not takes place. That's why vitamin K is really very necessary for the clot formation. This produce symptom like hemophilia, because it represent the disease. Hemophilia represent loss of blood or bleeding of blood continuously from body. Now, at last, blood anticoagulation is due to the heparin that we have discussed, or antiprothrombin. It is also known as antiprothrombin, because prothrombin convert into thrombin. That's why. So heparin is an anticoagulant. So it is all about blood coagulation. I think so it is clear up to here, or if you have any problem, you may tell me by comment or message.